Hello everybody. Um, I will make a short video showing some tips to win a game on the hardest mode possible. You take Horizon first, and here we do the settings. So all tails, captain, survivor mode, ambition is indifferent. Communities, you need those guys, foragers. Otherwise, you'll have problems exploring the wasteland. So that's it. That's the first tip. You need those guys. If you do not have them first, you need um, when the first factions appear to go after some kind of features that I'll show. That is something related to that is something related to this. Let's where is it? To this thing here. You need a kind of building that makes you explore better wasteland. We'll see it uh, in some moments. Well, thinking on the display, there are some, how do I call it? I'll call it needs. Okay, there are some needs here, like shelter. Shelter, of course, is very important. You need to have it always on positive, not on surplus, but close to zero. This is mandatory. Otherwise, people die. When people die, you have the benefit of diminution and taking less resources like food and heat. Also, making some houses available, but you also have a big problem with this. That is trust, overall trust. Okay. Other things to see to take a better look is food. Food is always important to have surplus, but you can sustain some hunger. You can sustain almost medium hunger. When you have a few hunger, this is not that harmful. So, okay, you can deal with that, not that important, but this you need to have always close to zero. Here, materials. Materials, it's important um, to have a huge surplus of materials. But because thinking on the apocalyptical wipeout, it's important to have materials accumulated just as coal or oil. But you can live without them. But you will live a pitiful life because squalor will rise a lot and you will lose a lot of trust. And this can end your game. So try to uh, always have a huge amount of it. And goods is not that important. It's the less important one. You can live with a lot of minus here, but to make it, let me think. You can have a number close to zero, but near to zero, but if you have a minus here, a huge minus like 200, you can have you can deal that with towers or other buildings that lay down crime. Let's talk about crime. Crime is important to have always on low levels. If you have medium levels, you start to lose people, and you start to lose people on on high numbers, which also makes overall trust go down, and the risk of losing the game rises. So, just crime as hunger, which are related to goods and food, you can have both on low levels, but take care, medium levels can bring you serious problem. Also high or very high levels, you have catastrophic problems. Well, about squalor, I think it says squalor. Squalor. It's something you can have on high levels just as disease, but try to do not live on high levels of both because, for example, high disease can uh, break your workforce. So take care. Also, if you are playing Beacon of Hope, you will have a lot of people coming in, so it's not that problematic to have the workforce going down, but sometime it will take you, it will reach you, so you start losing workforce, and this can not the lack of workforce, but the high amount of disease can make overall trust uh, going nuts. So take care about disease, but it's okay. You have medium and even higher disease. It's not that harmful as hunger and crime, and it's not even that harmful like cold. Cold is the main biggest problem that you can have as you're playing Frostpunk. It makes sense. Cold is a big problem. Like for example, if you have housing districts, always keep them warm. Like pay attention here, heating hub. If you play and do not put heating hubs among your um, habitational districts, you will have heat problems. So always try to have places to put them. It's the way I play. I think it's an intelligent way to play. So for example, let's put one here and let's build a housing district. You can put a housing district here, for example, and you can put another housing districts over here, for example. They are in contact. This housing hub will make everything here warm, and even you can put three housing districts together and have everybody warm. Also, you can make something like that, and another heat here. See, it's this is a kind of layout that wait here. This is a kind of layout that makes me happy because you need to make this all around the place, and especially around your generator, to let everything to let everything warm. So let's pause the game. I thought that holding out pause the game, but I see this is not true. Let me do that and raise some founds. Always raise founds. This is another tip. It's a basic tip. Always raise founds. You may not raise too much founds from your factions, but surely make it happen from your communities. Here, communities. Um, let's come back. So disease, you need to have it. Um, you can have it both disease and squalor on high levels with some attention. Thinking on squalor, you need to have squalor. You can have squalor on very high, but everything's gonna fall apart. So be sure you have enough prefabs, a lot of prefabs to um, fix everything that is breaking. It's another tip. And and code you always it's important to you always have what is it? What is it? Do I have it? Here. You always have those districts at least I don't know. It's good to have then orange, but red it's top. So very important. That's it. This is a kind of simple tips that I'm giving to you all. Other tips. Why this map? This map it's important because you can have prefabs very easily, very fast. Also, this map has a lot of resources. It's generous with you. So this is another important point. Also, um, these old way stations, it's not that far, so you can reach them fastly. So, for example, here we can have a way, a single shot way to old stations, which in the way you take abandoned ruins, which will give you prefabs. I also like to, let me think a little bit here. I also like to, there we go, there we go. I also like to have those resources taken very fastly, and those both very fastly, especially this one, and do not take too much time to take this other one, and deplete them before you make industrial resources, industrial districts. Industrial districts, I've seen a very good player, better than me, call it logistical. He he does industrial districts very soon. I do not do it. I keep on housing, extraction, and logistics. Food industrial comes later. Do not do um, food reserves districts or extraction on frozen forests, which gives you materials. Why? Because it's better to take a look to wasteland first. You take a look on the wasteland first and see which resources it will give to you. You don't need to go like a crazy dude. Oh my god, I need uh, coal, I need food, I need material. No, hold your horses, man. Easy go. First see if you have coal. So you take coal and you'll have a time to start taking coal because it takes prefabs and heat stamps. And be careful paying for them, using them. Be careful. They're gold. Those both are real gold. So take care on expanding, then you need to think every single penny, every single needle of of your survival, because you're playing on the hardest level. It's Beacon of Hope, it's depleted cores, and it's apocalyptic whiteout. So be careful. If you have coal coming later you build this district. If you have coal coming, for example, then it's important to focus on one of them. Probably this one first. Why? Because this one, without having this as an income, you will stop your industrial districts. It's not nice you have an entire district stopped for, like, for example, 10 weeks. You lose a lot of workforce. You lose it's money and prefabs bad expended. You need to optimize it. So, and remember, you can have some hunger. Uh, it it's not like you have the first guy with hunger and he will die. No, it not works like that. You can have some kind of I don't know how to say it in English, but you can wait a little bit until it comes to a medium level. So probably materials is better first than food, but it depends again of the wasteland. The wasteland, it's the main maestro of your gameplay in the second page. I mean, in the first page, you need to do some things. You need to go to Old Way Station. You need to take prefabs. You need to um, kill that minus shelter. So shelter to everybody, and that's it. You'd, in fact, let me just stop it. This is no good on the beginning. It was an example. The better way to do it is like that. You first expend your money on intelligent housing way. For five. Five is enough. Five? No, not five. A little bit more. I'll do like that because they are close enough. And here, for example, I think it's a good place to no, better better like that because this one can grow, this one can grow. We can put a hit core here and another hit core here and maybe another hit core here, and then the hit cores start to rise and be built, but not in the beginning of the game. Also, do not put hit cores too much close to the generator. It's also another important thing. Take a look. Not yet. That's it. Let's talk about the council. The council has some important things here. For example, uh, this +1 temperature level on housing, very important. Surplus. Warm housing districts generate heat stamps. This is a very good way to have uh, these heat stamps rising. Like you have just +6, you can have +12, +11 in the beginning, and it's a high number here, but it goes like water. It disappear because you expand a lot. So those two are very important. And wait a little bit. Like for example, here society, childhood. Wait a little bit to have people complaining for childhood, for funerals. Wait a little bit. Wait, just as in the beginning, the 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 wasteland is your maestro. The demands of the city is also a maestro for you in the beginning. Uh, and that's it. Basic necessities. These free essentials, it's important. You can change over them. Free essentials is better because the trust really goes down with very easily. So consider using it. You can go firstly paid essentials, but consider sometime using free essentials. And it's not even middle game, maybe before. And in the beginning, for example, let's do it. Surplus, warming, let's purpose, negotiate, and merchants. Oh wait, merchants. Here they like these paid extensions, so let's have them with us. Foragers. Um, no mechanics. Mass produced is no good in the beginning. I'll talk about it soon enough. Chemical additives is better. Why? I think I didn't need the negotiation with merchants, but that's okay. Let's do it. Let's vote. Let's win. So it is one. I see. Let's come back again. In the beginning, you can do the emergency council because, for example, you do it. It's you have a lot of trust to burn, so that's okay. Maybe I can't make it happen right now. Let me see if I can do it. Foragers. Durable goods, it's good. 43 against 25, I don't know if I can win, but it's the next one. It's the next one. Let's purpose something that I promised, like paid essentials. It's very good. Foragers. We can do durable goods. That's okay. Accept. Why durable goods? Because we're not going to produce goods so far. I almost never do double goods. Is it the name? Let's see. Explore the laws. Mass-produced goods. I almost never use it. And so durable goods is a good law. Those two are good ones. This here. Not in the beginning, it's not that needed. It's nice to have it, but not that needed. 100% this needed. So let's see how are our hit stamps. I thought it would be a little bit higher.
Take heed.
But you'll see. This is gonna rise over time. Let me just loading. Okay. Unmet goods. Okay. So those are initial tips, and this is still being built. Let's expand one of them. I like to expand, it's not that needed, but here you start to make that I was talking about. See, This is a good place. This is also a good place. This is also a good place. As it rises to there, here you don't stuck the rising of it. You can also do a research one. Another tip: do double research ones on the same districts because you can put the researchers to rise, to hush. So this is a way to make your research go on a fast way. So I think that's it. This is very important at the beginning. Here, you don't need to expand it. You can live with that. Also, let me see. Here we go. And also, here we go. To have expanding.
Stewart.
Okay, I see. That's it. This is the initial tips. Let's just take a look on research, and I'll end this video. Uh, you can check all those things that I'm doing here in a professional way, not so slowly way, on the other videos that I do, and on which I won the game. And I think that I was the first one to won the game on the hardest difficulties and put it on internet. So trust me, I'm not talking bullshit. I'm talking maybe not better things to do, but I'm assure you they are very good one things to do. So let's take a look. Generator upgrade. It's very important to have it as oil. You have oil here. Where is it? Here you we have it. So one way or another we'll have it. But it's not that important, I guess, to have it so fast. Uh, take you don't need it. Let's house insulation and the other ones that appear here. It's very important to have both before the apocalyptic wipeout. But it's not from the beginning. It's not important in the beginning. The heat dispatcher, it's good, but it's hard to have it. I never can make it happen properly because the game needs a lot of problems happening. If you take a look on the other video, everything on the left will be expanded, almost everything, before the apocalyptic wipe out. If you do not do it, you have a lot of problems. So make sure you can do it before the apocalyptic wipe out. Um, Sawmills, hothouses, and coal mines. It's in game way. You need to have it. Prefer this one because you have more um, base food being farmed, and the worker shifts. I like machine ones because it um, liberate you a lot of workforce, even squalor. I I also like, for example, if you put squalor rising, and here you put in disease. I like and here, for example, here is squalor and here is disease. If you go a lot of problems going through disease, if you can do it, keep going only on disease because further in the way of the game going on, you start making hospitals, and hospitals lay down disease. So when diseases go down by hospitals, you don't need to concern about squalor. and you need less technologies and buildings to to put down both problems. So focus on one problem or one main problem. For example, this is another tip. I like to play like that. And let me take a look. For example, filtration tower lays down scholars. If you're gonna focus on scholar, go to filtration towers, for example. Here, the first thing you need is this one, Vanguard Logistical Bay. Research it because you're gonna build this over here, and with that, you're gonna go to the wastelands, and you're gonna have the proper thinking about on which one you're gonna expand. Are you following me? I think it's not that difficult to understand. Maybe for my pitiful English, but if not, I hope you are understanding. Later, this one always territory level decreasing here as it goes here. Very important too. I don't use harvesters, hanger. Don't think it's that useful. Skyways. I don't use. It's very good, but not always you can do it. It's a kind of priority thing. You can play without it, but if you are good enough to put some effort on it, go for it. It's good. I just can't. Sorry, I just can't. City maintenance duty, both are good. The other one didn't appear here. The other one I think it's even better because it lays down a lot of material demand. That's it. Housing block, peremptory, very important. Use always the plus 20 or 25, and later another one that makes obligatory and housing. It will help you a lot with Beacon of Hope, with a lot of dudes coming in the city. That's it. Um, Another tip: society, hospitals, medium game, uh, start of medium game, having them to bring disease down and the amount of people that come. Let me see, watchtowers. Watchtowers, it's not here, but prefer the ones that gives more guards. I think it's better, but you can have the other ones. And hubs, this one's very important. Communication hub. In a way, you're gonna need them. And sometimes what do I do is like the hubs, I put two holes to there, put the heating hub and the other hub that raises the overall thrust. That's it. Let's take a look on the wait here. Let's here we go. So, for example, we have food. As I was saying, if you have food, and here we have oil, important but not so needed. Dangerous is something, deadly it's other things. I don't use to go to deadly, but I use dangerous. Dangerous to have some resources that are very important. So that's it. I deal with dangerous, and as you raises the security, like with these technologies, those problems here disappear, and that's okay. But it's not okay because it's a bad idea because you lose people. I dislike it, but maybe someone can play well doing it. So in this game I'll put launch in here. It means I'll have not to concern with food. Probably it will be important to um, build extraction and districts here and later here. Both are important. But as I was saying, if I found coal, this will not be important. Maybe those both on extraction districts, and that's it. This is the way I used to play. I'm giving you all the amounting tips. There are tips that comes on the middle game, on the ending game. Like for example, you need to have at least two other placements. Like for example, uh, fuel placement, fuel no, food placement. So all those things bring you will bring you uh, and the possibility to win apocalyptical wipeout.
Stewart.
Uh, um, and that's it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you make your playing better. For example, here -6, just one more. Let's play in a nice way, like that, for example. So, um, -1 shelter to expand it. We can build a lot of districts here. Districts, buildings, buildings, buildings. So that's it. I hope you enjoy it and have fun.